Hello and welcome to today's video where we will be covering how to build a table, use the built-in functions of the table, and other features such as stretching it, entering formulas for calculations, creating totals row, and sorting or filtering the data. For this example, we will be looking at data from a small hotel. And as you can see, we have the following information. We have the guest name, the number of adults, number of children, number of rooms, the type of room, and the length of stay in days. Essentially, you will be given data that is then organized in a way as shown, which is a typical data table. However, the data can become more interactive and useful if it were formatted with the table feature, and I will now show you how to use this feature. To do so, you simply click on a cell, you go to the top and select Insert, then you select the Table option. The pop-up will appear, and this pop-up is basically telling you which cells are being selected. And since these are correct, select OK. And now a table will have been formed and defined. On the ribbon to the right hand side, you'll see different options of colors that you can choose from, but we will stick with blue. Now that the table is formed, we can use the built-in functions. So first off, we will stretch the table and we will use new column for more information. To stretch it, you simply go to the corner and pull over when you see the arrow. And now a column has appeared in column G, and we will stretch it out for the correct size. And for this one, we will decide to use it for the total number of guests in the top. And just like that, we have stretched the table and created a new column. And we will now enter a formula into column G to calculate the total number of guests. Usually in hotels, the adults will be separated from the children when it comes to information of booking, only because the prices may differ. But if we want to find the total number of guests that are staying, we add the two. So in cell G2, we will perform the sum function of adding the adults plus the number of children. And you have calculated the total. Next is the totals row, which we can choose from various functions also, and that can be done in multiple ways of choosing the different functions. But in order to create a totals row, simply click on a cell, go to Design, and you will see these different options, but we're going for totals row, so check that. And now you will have created the totals row, which calculates the total number of guests, and instead of for each guest, it considers every single guest in the hotel. And if you want to use the different functions of the totals row, you simply click on the arrow to the right, which is the drop-down menu, and a different options will appear. So say you want to find the average of the number of guests, you would just click average, and it would tell you that it's about 6.833, so about 7 guests is the average that the hotel gets. And lastly, we will go over how to sort and filter data. So these arrows at the top provide drop-down menus, which can help us sort and filter. So if we wanted to sort the guest by alphabetical, you would click on the arrow and you would select sort A to Z. And just like that, it is sorted from A to Z. Right, from the first letter. You can also sort them numerically. So if we wanted to do the number of stays in days, and we wanted to see the longest stay to the smallest to the lowest stay, you would just select the drop-down menu again and sort largest to smallest, just like that. And if you wanted to sort the data, you would do so by selecting the drop-down menu, and right here is where you can filter it. So you could select all, or which is what we have right now, or if you want to see just the information for junior suites, you select junior suite, select OK, and it will now show you the guest and the number of children and adults, and all the information just for junior suites. So that is the information for this week's video, and I hope you found it useful. Thank you for watching.